All right, hello, wine drinking people. Time for more of what I've had to drink yesterday, and it has been a busy year. A lot of friends stopping by with great wines, and one of my good friends, Tom Carroll, now working for Bob Foley and his portfolio of fine wines, Foley Family Wine Estates, and they have got a great collection of wines. We sent out an offering on Chalk Hill Winery not too long ago that is now owned by Bob Foley as of 2010, and Lincourt is kind of his home winery. Well, Lindsay and Courtney are his two daughters, and that's who he named the winery after. So this wine, we've got several of their wines in the store. Very good wines from Santa Ynez Valley and Santa Rita Hills. This is a Sauvignon Blanc that we started out with. This wine's got a lot of lovely fresh melon and grapefruit citrus notes, just a whiff of fresh cut herbs and grass. A bit of that herbaceousness, though, showing up on the finish, but a nice amount of that tangy grapefruit citrus. And a hint of sea salt also showing up there. A lovely wine, leaves the tongue salivating for food, and that's what we love about Sauvignon Blanc. And a great price, too, $14.75. All right, the Lincourt Unoaked Chardonnay, and they have a couple of different cuvées here. So the Unoaked is one without oak, obviously. And they own 440 acres in the Santa Rita Hills. Robert Foley and Lincourt and his two sisters are the label that have this region. Anyways, it's a very juicy style of Chardonnay, white peach and apple fruit on the nose with a hint of white flowers. Very clean and precise style of Chardonnay. That's what you get when you don't have oak. You just get that pure, unadulterated Chardonnay fruit, some lemon zest and mineral notes on the finish. Very good stuff at $14.75. We've got COURTNY'S Cuvée up next in the Chardonnay. This wine has about 30% new oak. This is the middle tier in terms of the oak level. Not that oak makes a wine better, but it does tend to add a little complexity to Chardonnay. I tend to like Chardonnays with a little oak better than Chardonnays without oak, as I did with this wine. This wine had a lovely kind of fresh movie popcorn butter note on the nose, that vanilla bean, and that's what you get from the oak that was kind of missing in the first wine. That lovely ripe peach and apple fruit still there, though. A lovely creamy, lush texture on the palate, texture of whole milk, that ice, that little bit of oak spice showing up at the end, but just the right amount, and very nice balance on the finish. Very good stuff. Two Sisters Chardonnay from Santa Rita Hills. This is what I meant to say when I was Two Sisters, is their high-end Chardonnay. They have the unoaked, the oaked, 30% oak, which is the Courtney, and then the Two Sisters, which obviously are referring to his two daughters. Okay, 100% new oak, 100% barrel fermented, stirred on a lees every 2 weeks. They give this wine that full-on oak treatment, man, where they go row by row, vine by vine, and there is cluster by cluster also farming, so they can make the greatest Chardonnay that they can. It is a bit richer and kind of layered. It's that leesy quality you get from stirring on the lees here. There's still a lot of that lovely apricot and peach-like fruit that you got in the first two wines. A little vanilla cream on the nose. Does have more complexity, this wine. Definitely more concentration, some notes of anise and licorice there, and a big and kind of heavy Chardonnay on the palate. Lots of oak spice, almost an oily-like texture. If you like big Chardonnay, this one is for you. It does have a lot of fruit concentration as well. Maybe a little bit too big for me, but still an excellent bottle of Chardonnay if you like that kind of stuff. All right, well, we had Foley and Johnson, their dry rosé label. Up next, Grenache and Gruner rosé. Kind of an oddball kind of combination there. A bit of that white pepper spice and melon rind that you find, along with some strawberry and raspberry fruit. Kind of an interesting combination for a rosé. A fresh and fruity wine with a nice hand of spice and that floral herbal nuance showing through on the finish. Very good stuff at $14.75. And then we had a little Lincourt Pinot Noir, which is what got us introduced to this winery. I really like the Pinot here. A very fresh and savory style, black raspberry, rhubarb-like fruit on the nose with hints of fresh flower. A bit of a roasted character there to the nose as well. A nice and fruity wine on the palate. That lovely raspberry fruit showing through. A nice hand of spice and floral notes. And as I said, a nice savoriness to the finish here as well. Very good stuff at under 20 bucks. Wow. They're Two Sisters Pinot Noir, Lindsay's Vineyard. This wine was double decanted from the evening before. So, man, lovely intensity in this wine. And I always say I want to see a wine on the second day, because that shows me that the wine is going to hold up in the bottle in your cellar. Very intense black cherry, black raspberry, good hand of dark spices and floral nuance. Lovely complexity on the nose. A big Pinot Noir on the palate also. Like I said, this probably needed to be opened up the day before. A lot of dark berry fruit showing, and lovely acidity in this wine on the finish. As big as it was, it has some nice tannin showing on the finish as well. You want to hold on to this bottle for a little while. Most excellent juice. All right, well, that's what I had to drink. Over to our folks from Foley Wine Estates. I'm your host, Andrew Lamposoni, signing off for the Wine Watch, saying, remember, always drink the good stuff first.